मैजिकल डस्टबिन हॉगवर्ट्स का सिंबल है इसका।
Leviosa!
क्या है?
Wingardium Leviosa!
What? दिख नहीं रहा। What is going on, everybody? My name is Maksha and welcome back after a very long time. 2 weeks. Sorry guys, मैं वेकेशन पे था, मैं घूमने गया था बाहर एंड आने के बाद फिर ट्रैवल रेस्ट और वो सब, उसकी वजह से 2 वीक अपलोड नहीं कर पाया, 4 वीडियोस। आई नो बट वी आर बैक ऑन द ट्रैक with 2 videos every week and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy। और इस एपिसोड में as you can see मैं खेल तो रहा था Hogwarts Legacy, बहुत कुछ एक्सप्लोर किया और अभी ये सारे पॉइंट्स एक्टिवेट नहीं किए पर बहुत कुछ एक्सप्लोर किया। ये सब साइड मिशंस भी है यहाँ पे, बट यू नो व्हाट आई एम थिंकिंग, जो साइड मिशंस रेलेवेंट है स्टोरी के मैं वही रिकॉर्डिंग में दिखाऊंगा, अदरवाइज दूसरे हैं वो बताने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, राइट? सो देयर आर 2 साइड मिशंस राइट नाउ और उसके बाद हम स्टोरी मिशंस पे शिफ्ट हो जाएंगे। ओके, सो फर्स्ट 2 साइड मिशंस आर हियर इन हॉग्समीड। यहाँ पे ये रहा। ओके मिल गया ये रहा पियर्स पेम्बर्टन, इसके साथ बात करनी है। सो लेट्स गो टू हॉग्समीड एंड आई एम डूइंग सम रीडिंग ऑन हैरी पॉटर बुक्स। आई वेंट ऑन वेकेशन एंड बॉट सम हैरी पॉटर बुक्स। ये कौन है, आप देखते हैं?
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They are terrorizing Glodwin Moon.
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
He's too big for his boots. No.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot.
Shut up, bitch.
He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless.
Oh, God.
That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
You are no better than Mr. Moon.
Sounds as if Mr. Moon deserved what he got. But perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, true. I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Talk to यार, अभी मिस्टर मून से बात करने जाना पड़ेगा, फिर मुझे वापस इधर आना पड़ेगा। Yeah, I was in Mumbai and bought some Harry Potter books. I've been reading some of them. Whoa, lag. Okay. और अभी वैसे मजा आ रहा है पढ़ने में. You can like know far more things than movies.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues.
It was someone you bullied in school. It was your friend from school. No, you bullied him.
It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
Pigtails. I don't think he likes that nickname.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Wait. मतलब ये storyline का अब कुछ रहा नहीं है.
Thank you for your persistence and
तूने आउल कब भेजा बे?
I confronted Piers about it and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
Three booms. हे भगवान. और ये कैरेक्टर कभी भी मूवीज में दिखाया नहीं है, which is a shame. Peeves was one of like the devious ones from the books. यहाँ पे पीछे है.
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Good finger. Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
How frustrating for you.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession, a venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant lastly?
What was your business with
You said
Alfred
Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train Venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Well,
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
yeah,
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
yes.
Oh, it's nothing. And he
Nothing.
deserves it. Trust me. He'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Return to
Mr. Barnes will
Barnes.
only get in trouble going down this path. I need to find another way to get him a venomous tentacular.
मेरे पास है वही दे देता हूँ ना.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Happy to be rid of it. I'd like to be paid.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
क्या दिया?
Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his
look.
cellar.
Dragon hide. Okay, well. Okay, let's go in 3 broomsticks.
Glad you came. Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Oh, thanks.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I spoke with him.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat,
Yes.
and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again.
Yes, yes.
But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprout have a Wiggenweld?
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did you leave your box of letters with...
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I could try and...
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Hello.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has
अरे हाँ नहीं वो मर
dwindled.
गया था.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
वो दूसरे की बात कर रहा है.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona
Yay!
also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet.
Cavern.
You can gather hawk clumps and...
Okay, what was Sirona like when she was my age?
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
It's like reading our old texts. You're like, oh my god, what was I back
Hope
then?
they know what they're doing.
Oh, old times.
Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters. That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
क्या दे दिया उनको? Oh, fishes.
Lumos.
Oh wait.
Confringo. Revelio.
कलेक्ट करने जैसा तो है नहीं। Oh my god, इनका साउंड इतना ठीक है ना। सारी जगह सेम क्यों होती है? या तो मैं इधर आया हूँ।
Revelio.
मैं इधर 100% आया हूँ।
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
और कुछ? और कुछ?
Protego! Stupid one! Repulsor! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Stupid one! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Incendiary! Stupid one! Stupid one! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Incendiary! Glitching! One less foul-hulking brute.
Idiot.
Revelio.
उस साले को बोल तू इतना अंदर कैसे छोड़ा है? Dear Sirona, मैं पूरा नहीं पढ़ने वाला. Thank you. P.S. Tell Mr. Spottle that I still plan on visiting her. Blah blah blah. Dear Sirona, I conjure a wee gift. Ravenclaw house would not be the same without you. अच्छा Ravenclaw में. Do not care. Happy birthday. Thank you.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Let's go. Whoa, whoa. Okay, Sirona.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled.
Hello, Sirona.
Oh,
I have
shit.
good news.
मैंने किया
I
था.
was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
May I ask you about the letters in the box?
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
Is Maribel Professor
I
Garlic?
saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is
Mirabelle.
that Professor Garlic?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
As Mr. Sprottle and you as close as you see? What the hell kind of a question is that?
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year.
Yes.
I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Sure. Happy to help.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again,
अच्छा, इसको पता नहीं,
for
edit
helping
हो गया.
her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
हाँ यार, बाप. Cake shell. अच्छा.
I'm sure you had your... But breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea. I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
इसको कैसे पता है? अभी हम जा रहे हैं सेबेस्टियन सैलो के मिशन में.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's.
Okay.
This way.
Let's go.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
What the hell?
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
Well, you can be optimistic.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Okay.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
He's trying to do what's right.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
All right.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Some heavy stuff, huh?
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
मैं अंदर नहीं जा पाया था उस एस्टेट के जिसकी ये बात कर रहा है पर बाहर से सबको मार दिया था
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Expelliarmus!
There's a dead wizard in my book. Who's that? Don't have time for this! No! Confringo! I won't rest till you're dead. I will make you pay. I won't rest till
Whoa.
You've made your last mistake.
क्या?
Seems your heart isn't in this at all.
Confringo! Glacius!
Whoa.
Leviosa!
Let me go!
Descender!
Just you wait till I... You are fucking me and never... Such a coward. Let's get this over with.
All enemies, however you choose.
There you are.
Lamb.
Leviosa!
You will put me down! Do you find this out?
Keeping that.
Was that your bet? Destroy.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio!
इससे अच्छी फाइट्स हुई है. Whoa, cemetery.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here. And it's like...
And at Rookwood Carp. Shall we have a look around?
Sure.
Revelio!
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
ज़्यादा ही बड़ा नहीं है goblins के लिए.
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here.
Revelio.
A Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. This well looks familiar.
Familiar. I'm sorry, मैं कुछ बोल नहीं रहा मैं.
Sebastian,
I'm kind of
I've seen this before.
invested
This
in the
house,
story.
the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Oh!
What do you... I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness.
Yes.
And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers.
Yes.
Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Yes.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh. A stair-
Revelio. Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've simply strewn about.
Lumos.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
Isadora Journal 2 of 7. I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggles are over now. So मैं पढ़ना है तो pause करके पढ़ लो
Seems
यार.
these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
1 of 7 ये रहा दूसरा.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
और कुछ.
Revelio. Lumos.
Explore the cellar.
Depulso. Lumos.
Oh.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Undercroft कौन सा?
I know it sounds strange, but
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even
Acha.
Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
अगर हमें हॉगवर्ट्स से
I'm
सीधा
tempted
इधर
to
आना
hold
हो
my breath.
तो हम आ सकते हैं ऐसा ता 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 रा 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 Hey,
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
क्या है ये?
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
Nope.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been
अच्छा,
thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but
Ah,
I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
हाँ वो भी है.
Very well.
अंदर भी हो
But
सकता
that
है ना
doesn't mean
traces.
it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out.
Okay.
I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Okay. That's it for this episode of Hogwarts Legacy. If you like it, click that like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and consider clicking the notification bell. वही बोलते हैं ना. Thank you guys for watching. और I know it's been like late, but still, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next episode on Saturday. Bye bye and peace out.